Greg Oz, and now Larry Mitchell on a...
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Night Live. DEFCON Clark. Hey, DEFCON. I'm ready to call it night to get back into. I'm working on my friend Jason Warner's record, and I need to get back to that. Thank you, Rosie. Rosie's on Twitch in Tacoma, Washington. Twitch in DF Dub. In Dallas. DEFCON Clark's in Tennessee. Thank you, RQ. RQ, where are you watching from? On YouTube? Braxel is watching. Braxel's in Dallas as well, right? Jeannie Thompson's on Twitch. She's in Montgomery, Alabama. Twitch and DFW Tuesdays. Larry, make me dance. Dancing is good. I played Sonic Boom tonight. Unreleased song earlier. That's what I started with. Julie in Massachusetts area. Julie MM on Facebook. Alvin, hey Alvin, I played Family Angel. I know you like that. Yours requested that and Fear No Evil. Braxel, we wish you would show some of your favorite. Well, this is a live stream, so sometimes I do that on Twitch. If you subscribe to Twitch, I do specials, more of a like a workshop kind of thing, more of a like on product, different product demos. But I think there's a lot of people here I know don't play guitar, so it'd be weird to do that on this. Kim Carlson and Tammy Ross, right behind each other. Cousins, right? Hi, Tammy. Randy Driscoll's on. Hey, Randy. We got a show coming up together, too. Rocket Ship Face. When did Larry Carlton grow his hair back? Did Larry Carlton grow his hair back? Just joking, it sounds amazing. Larry Carlton's a great. Woo. Different Larry. 5 Zazen. Hello on YouTube. Where are you watching from? And Rocket Ship Face, where are you watching from? Bruno on YouTube as well. Scott Davis on YouTube. If you guys on YouTube, please give a like or a thumbs up, something. So it goes into the algorithm a little bit. It goes out to more people. Twitch and DF Dub in Dallas. Michael Vargas, hello. Thank you very much. Holly Ray, Seattle area. Encounters with God. Beautiful sounds, thank you. Jabsy too, haven't seen you on in a while. I'm coming your way. I'm playing in Haywood with Travis Larson. The two of us doing two solo sets. And we'll jam as well, I'm pretty sure. We always jam. Haywood, California on June 13th. And that's a Friday, and Saturday, June 14th, is in Rancho Cordova, Northern California. Southern Drummer, hello. Dolly, right here in Opelika. Stephen Famillo, Stephen Cat, hello. I like the melody. It must have been, I bet it was Fairies and Dragons. Gene Kelly. Hey neighbor Tara. Tara's on. Cookie Monster's on. My mom's on. Barbara Washington in New York City. Is it Dana Finesand on YouTube? Mark Bond. I'm heading your way too. New Hampshire. July. May Sim in Massachusetts area as well. JD Lawler, love hearing the jam. That must have been the first song. Ann Stroud. Hey, Ann. John Williams right here in Opelika. John, you gotta come do a live from the Chocolate Room since you got new music out. Mike Stewart. Peter Wolf. Nags Guitars. That is my model. I'll do a little tech stuff. That is my model. It's a Severn LM. Check out the neck joint, set neck. Got this telly type plate on here that helps sustain. Joe's original tremolo, the Mazio Area 67s, and a Satch track in the bridge. Locking tuners, based off a 65 Strat. I love it. The neck wise, it's just. Let me get back. Where are we at? Ronnie Lee's on. Ronnie and I, we got some shows coming up. We got a show in Long Island at in July as well, July 12th, and the Village Pub in Lindenhurst. The Village Pub in Lindenhurst. Ronnie Lee Group, and I will be playing as well, and then we'll jam. So that's going to be a fun night. That's Friday, July 12th, in the Village Pub, Lindenhurst. Make sure you go to the one in Lindenhurst, because there's several. Tom! Yeah, I know. Rick Derringer passed away. It's funny, I never actually met him. I've been in a room with him, and then lots of people I knew in New York in the 80s. I spent, the New York in the 80s in the city. 80s in New York in the city. Lots of musicians. Even Charlie Torres used to play bass for him. I know Charlie really well. Rock Roll Hoochie Okay, Japsy 2, you're going to try and make it. Have been on the East Coast for 4 weeks. All right. Randy. Quantum Mechanic. Randy's in Nashville. Quantum Mechanic, Selma, Alabama. Very nice. Been to Selma a few times. Actually, every time I've been to Selma, other than one time for the annual march across the bridge, have been for art events, art openings, and book reading, and art events. Tom, yeah, they're really beautiful cases. Bill Edwards in Salinas, Ecuador, watching from the big screen. Hey, Bill. CJ. Cookie Monster, Arlington, Washington. Washington. Have I been to Washington? No, I've been to Washington, obviously, many times a year. Have I been to Arlington? What's Arlington next to? What's it? What cities? DEFCON Clock, no Starlight. I still have to see if I can remember it. John Pearson in Tennessee as well. Brussels and Fort Worth. George Harlan, thank you very much. This is a great town. Kevin in Jacksonville. Just listening in the van. Happy Tuesday, y'all. So in case you guys are wondering where, some of you are like, where's he reading? I'm streaming to Facebook, 2 Facebook pages, YouTube, and Twitch. So I can see everybody's comments, but RQ, thank you. Stephen, it was Fairies and Dragons. I knew it. Conjures fond memories of loving memories of his boy Kato and Dexter. Hey Mark, I will, but I'm just going to be in the area from the night of July 15th to I don't know, till that weekend. But I'll send you a message right after this. Alvin, what was that purple guitar? Which purple guitar? Where? I didn't play a purple guitar tonight. I didn't even play the blue one. Oh, July 11th. Yeah, sorry. July 11th is the show with Ronnie, Lee, and I at the Village Pub. It's Friday night. Scott Strait, is that a Sustainiac? No, I'm not a fan of the Sustainiac. This is just a Satch track pickup. Squeezed humbucker. Rosie is saying hello to you on Twitch. Ronnie's on YouTube, on Facebook, so she can't see that. So I'm just conveying the message. JD, light strings for sure. I deal with hand stuff, so light strings. Strider 71, Toledo, Ohio. Cookie Monster, Marysville. Marysville where? What state? Counting Coop. No, I don't use the Sustainiac. I never did. I'm not a fan of it. I can get sustain just using the pickup, using the guitar and the wah. On Facebook. When am I coming back to Florida? Leo, I've been asked about doing a show. So I remember I asked you, I think it towards the beginning of Leo plays great everything great. He plays keyboards with me usually. And we go back to when I got out of high school, 1983, 84. Was it 83, 83, or 82, 83? We were in a Rush tribute band, and Leo played everything. He played bass, sang lead, keyboards, knew the drum parts and the guitar parts. So Leo, yeah, I asked you about September, October. So I got to get back to them and figure out when we're going to do that show. Oh, Alvin, on the that's a Kia, a Nags Kia. It belongs to my friend John Francis. Very cool guitar, but I don't own any Kias or any purple guitars. I should. I'm a fan of purple. I should. Ronnie Lee said hi back. Cookie Monster, just north of Everett. I might be up there. So I'm trying to get, don't know if it's going to happen. Renee and Debbie aren't on. Holly Ray, this probably applies to you as well. I'm trying to get a public show with the band. I have some private shows up there, but I'm trying to get a public show with the band. And in case that doesn't happen, I might do an in the studio experience with Charlie and Jeff on drums and bass, and get 10 people that want to come into the studio to like a real professional recording studio and experience that. So we play a bunch of songs and record them and get to see how it's done and behind the scenes stuff. In case it's probably more exciting for someone who's not been in a professional studio before. So I'm trying to see if there's interest in that, and then I'm going to try and make that happen if we can't get a good band show time-wise. Holly Ray, you're in Marysville, south of Arlington as well, huh? Thank you, Scott. It's the best sustain. It works. Hey, cousin Yvette. Phoenix in the house or Arizona in the house? Scott, I have tried one of those folding guitars. In fact, I didn't try Defcon Clark's, but he has one, right? Defcon Clark, you have one of those guitars. I think there's a Steve Stevens model of that coming out soon. Steve's a friend, but he's also a co-Nags artist. And we both grew up in Far Rockaway, Queens. He was the local guitar hero when I was growing up. So Holly Ray, Cookie Monster, Renee, if you watch this later on, and Debbie Berry, if you see this, send me a message and let me know if you'd be interested in that. Going to a studio and watching us play in the studio and track and stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna do one more song. I'll do Unforgotten for Rick Derringer, because he passed away. And thank you guys for watching. Leo, my mom's on YouTube asking when is Leo Rizzo coming to Opelika. So there you go, Leo. My mom's asking when you come into town. Holly, I see lots of hearts. So is that about the studio? Rosie, good night. Mark, thank you. I will send you a message in a minute. This is Unforgotten. And we'll probably end right after it. So, where is it? No, it's gone. It's gone. I like to end my shows with Twitch and DFW. When I give all my love and I've gone home, they'll say I was here, and I put a little dent in fear, and then I made someone smile. I hope I made you guys smile tonight. Hey Cindy on Facebook.